All right, good morning, Emma, AJ, Abel, Zai, and Mia. I am going to read the chapter for the exit ticket today, and then you can start the exit ticket. It says, "The woods are alive. Somewhere around the boring part where the guy named Rolf and the oldest daughter are singing, 'You are 16, going on 17,' Jack nudged me. 'Dude, I gotta pee,' he said. We both got up and kind of hopscotched over the kids who were sitting or lying down on the sleeping bags. Summer waved as we passed, and I waved back. There were lots of kids from the other schools walking around by the food trucks, playing the carnival games, or just hanging out. Of course, there was a huge line for the toilets. 'Forget this. I'll just find a tree,' said Jack. 'That's gross, Jack. Let's just wait,' I answered. But he headed off to the row of trees at the edge of the field, which was past the orange cones that we were specifically told not to go past. And of course I followed him. And of course we didn't have our flashlights because we forgot to bring them. It was so dark now we literally couldn't see 10 steps ahead of us, and we walked towards the woods. Luckily, the movie gave off some light, so we saw a flashlight coming towards us out of the woods. We knew immediately that it was Henry, Miles, and Amos. I guess they didn't want to wait in line to use the toilets either. Miles and Henry were still not talking to Jack, but Amos had let go of the war a while ago, and he nodded hello to us as they passed by. "Be careful of the bears," shouted Henry, and he and Miles laughed as they walked away. Amos shook his head at us like, "Don't pay attention to them." Jack and I walked a little faster until we were just inside the woods. Then Jack hunted around for the perfect tree and finally did his business, though it felt like he was taking forever. The woods were loud with strange sounds and chirps and croaks, like a wall of noise coming out of the trees. Then we started hearing loud snaps not far away from us, almost like cap gun pops that definitely weren't insect noises. And far away, like in another world we could hear raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. "Ah, that's much better," said Jack, zipping up. "Now I gotta pee," I said, which I did on the nearest tree. No way I was going further in like Jack did. "Do you smell that? Like firecrackers?" he said, coming over to me. "Oh, yeah, that's what it is," I answered, zipping up. "Weird. Let's go." We headed back the way we came in the direction of the giant screen. That's when we walked straight into a group of kids we didn't know. They'd just come out of the woods doing stuff I'm sure they didn't want their teachers to know about. I could smell the smoke now, the smell of both firecrackers and cigarettes. They pointed a flashlight at us. There were 6 of them, 4 boys and 2 girls. They looked like they were in 7th grade. "What school are you from?" one of the boys called out. "Beecher Prep," Jack started to answer when all of a sudden one of the girls started screaming. "Oh my God!" she shrieked, holding her hand over her eyes like she was crying. I figured maybe a huge bug had just flown into her face or something. "No way!" one of the boys cried out, and he started flicking his hand into the air like he'd just touched something hot. And then he covered his mouth. "No freaking way. No way, man." All of them started half laughing and half covering their eyes, pushing each other and cursing loudly. "What is that?" said the kid who was pointing the flashlight at us, and it was only then that I realized that the flashlight was pointed right at my face. And what they were screaming about, was me. "Let's get out of here," Jack said to me quietly, and he pulled me by the sweatshirt sleeve and started walking away from him. Wait, yelled the guy with the flashlight, cutting us off. He pointed the flashlight right at my face again, and now he was only 5 feet away. Oh man, he said, shaking his head, his mouth wide open. "What happened to your face?" "Stop it, Eddie," said one of the girls. I didn't know we were watching Lord of the Rings tonight," he said. "Look at this Golium." This made his friends hysterical. Again, we tried to walk away from them, and again, the kid named Eddie cut us off. He was at least a head taller than Jack, and was about a head taller than me, so the guy looked huge to me. "No, man, it's an alien," said one of the other kids. No, man, it's an orc," laughed Eddie, pointing the flashlight at my face again. This time he was right in front of us. "Leave him alone, okay?" said Jack, pushing the hand holding the flashlight away. All right, now, the exit ticket says, the story leaves off with Augie and Jack in the middle of the woods at camp. A group of kids from a different school react to the way Augie looks. Continue the story from there, in Augie's point of view. Remember to include descriptions of feelings, actions, thoughts to create a picture in my mind as I read your story. Show me how Augie is feeling, thinking, or doing rather than telling me. You are writing a story picking up where that story left off.